everyone. You know, this is my 10th Blackboard World. I'm seeing lots of faces I recognize in the crowd. Through all of these years, I've had the opportunity to talk with, work with, observe so many of you, faculty, learners, administrators, and I've learned so much that we can apply to our products. I can really say that across these 10 years, this right now is the most exciting time at Blackboard that I've seen. And it's because of this learner-centric approach. It means that we can create solutions directly for learners, but it also means we can create exciting new experiences for all of you who support the learning process. Many of you have been a part of and have seen the evolution of the user interface of Blackboard Learn. You've seen us gradually shift towards surrounding the user directly. We're intentionally continuing that evolution of the UI, and it's all about designing it directly for you. It's all about you when you're using the products. That's what I'm very excited to share with you today about what's in development. This is the new experience of Learn. As educators, you have a lot going on. There's so many activities happening in your courses, inside and outside of your courses. You're interacting with so many people. And with a responsive UI, we can make sure that on every device, on every size, every tablet, netbook, phone that you have everything that you need in Learn. You have access to everything you need. You always know in this new experience where you are, where to go next, and what to do next. Not only does it help you with your devices, but it helps all of us as multitaskers when we're on our desktop using Learn and many other applications at the same time. One of those activities that you spend a lot of your time in is grading. Grades are bullies in education. As we talk with faculty and students, we hear this. We see learners who are so anxious about the scores and getting immediate feedback. And that puts pressure on educators to be very timely in turning that around. And so grading has to be efficient for you, gathered in one place, so that you can go through the grading process. It's not just entering the grades after your process, but it's about going through that and deciding how you're going to provide that feedback, and then finally releasing that information to students when you're ready to start that conversation. In fact, that's what courses really are, a conversation. Engagement, follow-up, continuous engagement with those students, as well as the content that's included. Blackboard Learn has always been the most flexible in allowing you to create and distribute and organize the content that you have in your courses according to whatever pedagogy or curriculum you're using for that course. But one of the common concerns we hear from learners is really about finding their course materials with all of these different structures in place. And so with something as simple as a course outline, we can make it faster for students to find what they need, and we can make it faster for you to author that content as well. Content can be the gateway to engagement, whether that's including a live Collaborate session with all of your students, or it might be recording something with content, audio, and video, placing it in your course for students to consume on their own time. But it can also be as simple as enabling a conversation on one piece of content or on one assignment. Because the more moments we can find for learners to engage with one another and to truly be actively learning, the more chance we have to get them hooked, to get them thinking, to get them learning, because that's what we're trying to do here. Learning is a continual process. And as we think about students, we really want to help them get connected. So as Mark mentioned, one of the first things we did with all the excitement around MyEDU and being able to deliver these exciting things to them was to pull that straight into the learning environment. Firstly, it's about that connection. Putting a face to a name in an online learning environment is great, but it's not just that. It's about thinking bigger. It's about thinking about their entire learning continuum. You know, as we look at courses, a traditional LMS might perhaps list the courses that you're enrolled in on the system in alphabetical order. But we're thinking about the whole student journey. knowing what you just accomplished, what you're doing now, and where you're going next is a part of that process. When you're taking courses as a student, it's not just the learning objectives of that course that you're learning in that time. You're also learning soft skills, like time management, staying on top of dates. The more we can put this right in the face of the learner, the more likely they are to succeed. When learners come into their courses, they need to stay focused. They need to be able to jump to directly what they're looking for, perhaps a specific assignment that they need. And at that point, they need to jump into the conversation. So as they're processing and thinking and creating their submission against that assignment, they can learn from other learners. They can continue that complete learning experience. Learning is really a human process, and we want as much as possible for them to feel that connection. Sometimes it's asynchronously, like this, but other times, face-to-face, there's really nothing better. So as we think about redefining the collaboration experience, that's where our heads are, in online learning, creating that true face-to-face experience. So I have one other thing to show you. I have some colleagues who really wanted to be here in Vegas and really wanted to have that face-to-face experience. This is the new experience of Blackboard Collaborate. I'm in my browser. I've downloaded nothing. This is live. This is real. Say hi. It's the crowd. You know, this is truly a new educational experience. And it's not just for the desktop. It's also in mobile.